check, check. Check, check, check. This is Derek Elliott from Dirk.com. And don't ever actually go to Dirk.com because, like, I'm still working on it. And for as many times as I say Derek Elliott from Dirk.com, it's really, there's not a lot on there. I need to kind of update it and do it differently. So don't worry about that. We're going to close it though so that all these damn frames don't load. So we're going to be making the 36 days of type P is the next post coming right up. We did O yesterday, full live stream. Don't have a ton of time today, but I think I have a pretty clear idea for what I want to do with the P. So we're going to, I figured, what the heck. I took a shower this morning. We're in good shape. So for the P, I think I want to do, kind of right where my finger is down there. I think I want to do kind of this thing. It'll be like kind of like a floating observation orb thing that goes up and down. That'll kind of look like a P. So let's see if we can execute and do it in less than 3 hours, which is how long these things normally take. We're gonna try to cap this off with like an hour and a half tops. What's up, Mr. Pingu? Nice to see you here in the stream. Let me know if you got any questions. Actually, I shouldn't say that because that's what slows me down. But that's the reason I live stream, is so that I can answer your questions and stuff. So, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get going. I'm gonna open up my base file here, which I made a couple small changes to. Let's go ahead and save this. P.blend. Good to go. Looking nice. So, yeah, let's just get this moving. I'll go ahead and tab in edit mode, change that to a P. Let's get my colors set up. So let's see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P is 16. So with my little material set up here, let's change that to 16. Let's go ahead and change this one to 16. Let's change this to 16. So, as you know, if you've seen any of my other streams, the color is shifting ever so slightly each time. You see how I tried to pick my nose off the screen there? It didn't really work. So the color is shifting ever so slightly every day. And it's starting to look really peachy, honestly. Like it kind of shifted fast. Like maybe that's due to the way I have this color ramp set up. There's a lot hinging on the things. What is RS, Mr. Pingu? So what I'm doing is making the P. So every day I've been making a different letter of the alphabet, and I've kind of been doing small buildings. So MNOP will be the next post that I need to get done by tomorrow if I want to stay on track here. So yeah, we're making the P. I think the first thing I'm going to do is kind of build a little bit of a tower that the thing can kind of attach to. So let's make my view a little bit bigger over here, and let's just go ahead and turn. We can leave that on. Why not? So I'm gonna set up the kind of edge here. We're gonna make this be like kind of a little track that the P thing sits in. So I'm just gonna set that right on the surface. Tab into edit mode. And let's kind of decide how tall we want the P to be. The P to be. I think something like that should be more than enough. RS means laugh in Brazilian. Is that short for something? I'm curious. So something like that. And maybe we make it like a, maybe we make this kind of like a scaffolding thing. Let's skin that. Are we still in edit mode? Yeah, we are. Select everything, Control A. Interesting. RS is laugh in Brazilian. I didn't know that. Is that how you spell it, or is it is it abbreviation for something? So I'm gonna make like a little tower there. Let's go ahead and add a subdivision surface so this is a little bit smaller. Shade it smooth, which doesn't work. You have to do it this way. I always forget that. Let's change this to my my lighter color, I think. Something like that. And then let's, I'm going to go ahead and put in the little orb thing. Whether or not this ends up being the actual one, I don't know. Should we, let's just leave it at those settings for now. And then let's maybe pick a nice even size. That's probably too big. Probably too big. That should be pretty good. Alright, so is that going to look good as a P? Let me go ahead and set up my, let me get my camera kind of set up in the front view so we can see what we're working with here. So I have this empty that has everything parented to it. So let's get that nice and centered so we can see what our P is going to look like. So there's my camera view, which that actually, I can see now. I'm definitely going to want to move this over so it's centered. Now it'd be nice, actually I forgot, I kind of had an idea. Maybe this shape will be, maybe it'll kind of meld into the, like, the best software says Beatuavaz official. I assume you're talking about Blender, because if I was going to pick up best software, it sure would be this one, aka Blender. So I'm going to make a little, I think maybe that this like P will kind of slot into the thing here, if that makes sense. So maybe, so this will be like a little observation deck thing. Maybe I could like join these together somehow. That would be nice to make it kind of like, you know, make it kind of like blend into that shape. Don't really know how I would do that though. That'll probably end up being the downfall of this live stream. Just figuring out how to blend that shape. It's always something. So I'm just doing this real kind of ghetto now. But it would be good if I could get that to work. I'm just kind of roughing this out. I think that's been the best way to go about this, is just rough things out, get the idea together. So yeah, this is an observation tower, and then again, just roughing things out. You know, maybe this will be my adjustable color, and then maybe there'll be like a kind of a glass observation deck sort of thing. Let's set up our glass material there. Shade that smooth. Add a solidify modifier so the glass looks right. We are going to get a lot of reflection if I do that. I think I'm fine with that. So Mr. Pingu's asking about my the configuration of my computer. So there's really not much to it. I built this computer, and I've built every computer that I've used really since I started using Blender about 12 years ago in high school. So I don't, you know, I can't speak massively to the details of my computer, honestly. Even though I built it, I kind of do a lot of research, and then I buy the parts, build it, and I don't even think about it for like the next, you know, however many years. I'm getting a little error thing over on my live stream, so let me know if I'm cutting in and out. But that's happened before, and I don't think it's an issue. So I guess probably what you're asking is kind of the specs. I have a GTX 1080 Ti graphics card and a kind of older Intel Xeon processor. And I think that's mainly what people tend to be interested in. So that's what I have there. Now I'm going to duplicate this, I think, and make my track. Woo! Bless me. Let's get rid of the skin and the subdivide. Let's shade it flat. And then SY. Let's bring that in. Yeah, maybe this thing kind of straddles it. That would be cool. I think that would work. Let's maybe we need to make this really low poly so we can work with the geometry a little bit better. So then maybe this So if that's like that, maybe this will have like little teeth on it or something that the thing kind of grabs. So let's just give this a little bit of a kind of an edge here. I'm gonna press EX. Move that in. Okay, that could be cool. Let's change the color on that to this one. I don't like that that goes all the way back, so maybe we move that in a little bit. And then maybe this whole, maybe this face moves down as well, so it's on the ground. And then for the sake of support, this thing probably would have like its own little thing. So why separate by selection? God, come on. Okay. So tab easy. Make sure I don't got some doubles there. No, we're good. SX, SY. Kind of making like a little base that this thing would supposedly sit on. Because you in here in my live stream advertising, you know there's only 6 people in here. I'll check out your page just because you stopped by the live stream. Thanks. I'm sure it's freaking sweet. Oops. Let me move that in a little bit. Okay. So I think that's pretty much what I'm going for, which is good. We're off to a decent start considering we've been streaming for 12 minutes on the dot. Good, good, good. So that'll be my little structure. So let's set up the kind of the female piece, if you will. And maybe let's, I'm gonna kind of move this out of the way. I'm gonna add a new one. Shift A, UV sphere, and then let's make this one quite a bit lower poly. So let's do like 12 and 8 or so. That should work. Actually, let's see if we can get it so we've got a ring right down the middle. Nope, not that one. So that does, oh, that gives us a flat one. I don't think I want that though. Let's do 10 there. And then, so if this is an odd number, we've got, nope, 13, 14. Yeah, I want a flat spot there and there. So that's good. I think it's about kind of what I'm looking for, low poly wise. I'm just gonna go and delete that. Now let's see if we can make a piece kind of come out of here. So what would that look like? I kind of want to maintain the shape of what a P would have. So it'd be good if it was like flat across the top and probably the bottom too. Something like that. So if we, let's EX, drag that, let's just drag it way over so we've got plenty of extra geometry. Let's see what that looks like with a subdivide on it. Which Control 2 will give me 2 subdivisions. Nifty little trick. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking for with the blending that I was talking about earlier. I'm gonna kind of have this sphere observation thingy. I'm just gonna crank that down to 1 so I can see the geometry a little better. Shade smooth. And then I think I like that blends pretty well. This I think will definitely be a flat thing. So let's do SX0. That should flatten it out. And then this is what I was talking about with kind of the straddling the sides. So maybe it doesn't really need to be that big though. what does it look like that? That's kind of cool. Maybe it's stays flat across the top. Have a good page on the Instagram. You talking about my page or your page? You doing some more advertising over there, mister? Let's undo that. Does that... I feel like that's too big. Maybe we... It's not horrible. Let's see what this looks like if it's right up on the edge like that. Huh. Which if this whole thing went down, it would go like that, and then up. It's almost like a ride. Maybe it should be a ride instead of an observation tower. Let's save this. Oh, maybe it could be, maybe the middle could be open. Like maybe it grips it on the top and the bottom, but the middle is open. Like let me duplicate this in case I need it again. Let's try deleting these faces. I kind of like that a little more. Maybe delete some more even. Faces. So kind of grips on the top and the bottom. That's starting to look a little more like a P, honestly. So let's try connecting some of these faces. Maybe this one and this one, this one and this one. All right. Oops. Okay. So we got all those connected back, and then I think I can just... Does bridge edge loops work here if it's... No, it has to be separate edge loops. So this and this, face, this, this. Oops, C, come on. Oh, come on. This and this, F. That and that, F. This and this, F. Are we all connected up there? I think we're all connected. So now we still got our... Oh, thank you. So you were talking about my page. That's so nice of you. Thanks for being a live stream viewer and an Instagram fan. You kind of got it all going on, don't you? I'm almost at 3,000 Instagram followers. That's pretty cool. It's not about the followers, guys. But I almost got 3,000. I want it. Remington Graphics, who sometimes comes into the live stream here, just hit 50,000 subscribers on YouTube. Halfway to 100,000, as he said. All right, let's see if I can SY0 straighten these out. Iran, nice. Good to have some representation all over the world. I know it's pretty late for you over there, at least later than it is here. So glad you're spending your evening with me. That's nice. We've had people tune in from all over the place, which is really awesome. I mean, obviously I'm based in America on the Pacific Coast, but it's really cool that people from all over the place are joining in. I like to see that. That's good stuff. AFK Sig is asking, what's your IG? I'm going to assume talking to me. That's mine right there. Derek J. Elliott. If you want to check it out. If you were talking about somebody else, then maybe they'll answer for you. Okay, so I'm trying to make... I kind of want this to straddle the edge. Maybe these need to kind of come out a little bit. You know what I should probably set up is a mirror. Let's see if I can do an... I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to try to go to the middle. Let's do Z to cut through. Go to the middle. The middle. Oh, that's going to mess up the... It's going to mess up the spherical shape. I'm going to do it anyways. Let's press enter. Let's see if that worked. Okay, I think it got everything. Okay, so since it was that was a manual cut, I'm guessing that I probably was a little off. So I'm going to try to select those vertices. And then with my median point set, or sorry, my pivot point is the cursor. I'm going to do SY 0. Hopefully that should straighten everything out. 3 p.m. Do you mean 3 a.m.? I feel like it's 3 p.m. where I am, and I am not in Iran. Okay, so that gave me a little bit of a messed up thing there. We won't worry about that for now. It may not end up showing. It's kind of like a little peach butt crack thing. I don't want that. But whoops. Let's unplug my phone here. Sorry, I shouldn't be on my Instagram. I'm gonna turn my... Oh, Mohammed just followed me. Alright, what's up? What's up, Mohammed? Liking all the posts. Guys, go check out Mohammed's page. Oh wow, he's got some good stuff here. Let's here, watch. I'll pull it up on my since he's a cool guy and he wasn't just advertising. Let's pull it up on the screen here. You can check it out. So this is Mohammed's page. A little bit of love for him. Got a little bit of architecture. That's kind of what I'm doing today. Good stuff, Mohammed. Nice. Keep at it. Do you use Blender, or are you working something else? I'm sure I could find that out if I looked at your post a little longer. So yeah. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out kind of the mechanics of this little P thing here. Maybe I can, oh wait, the whole reason I added that was so that I could do a mirror modifier. So let's delete the top half here. X vertices. So now I have half. But let's add a mirror modifier. I feel like mirror used to always automatically get the right direction, but it has not been doing that lately. So I want to be sure that's the first thing. Let's go ahead and turn on clipping. Okay. So there's a little orb. And then let's see if maybe we do. Greetings from Greece. We got Greece in the house. Thanks, Fidelis Gear. Sure I didn't say that right. Sorry. Thanks for being here. Welcome to the live stream, which is happening in the USA. Good to have some Greek representation, though. SX0. Okay. So now, what I'm going to try to do is make this straddle my little... Okay, so the reason I did what I just did, I have to remind myself because I don't really remember. Maybe I want to do that one more time. No, let's undo that. I'm trying to split this, but I don't want to split the whole thing. Maybe I could do like a... Ooh, that's going to be a tough angle to see what's going on. I kind of want to do a knife like cut. Huh. I almost feel like it would be like this to this to this, back to this, to this. Is that quads? Are those quads? I think those are quads. Oh, maybe I got that backwards. Let's do. So I want this cut out. So that to that to that to that. And then we're just gonna have to, let's go back to that now. Then this would go to here. Enter. And then I would delete this face and this face, X faces. And then I need to, uh-oh. Okay, so I need to finish the job down here now. So this would be, the knife tool is really handy, but it can be a little confusing. Oh God, I'm really in deep here. I don't even know where I went to. I think I went to here. And this would be cut out, this would be cut out, come back here, go down there, enter. Then I delete this face. Delete this face. Delete this face, this face, this face, X faces. Alright, I think that's what I was going for. It worked. Now I just need to, oops, what do we have going on here? We need to bring back some of these faces, I think. This and this should be connected, as should this and this. Okay. And then let's go ahead and align everything here. So this edge loop minus these vertices should all be straight. So SY 0, good. These should be aligned because they're clipped with the mirror modifier. And now there should be, let's extrude this, EX. I feel like the way I fill in stuff when I do things like this is, there's probably a way better way. Like grid fill sometimes works, but I like to do it the hard way, I guess. So let's go back into vertice, EX. Oh, you gotta go to sleep? That's okay. Sleep is a very good thing. You should get plenty of it. The live stream will stay up though, so don't worry, you'll be able to watch. You will be able to see it again. I know it's hard for you guys on the other side of the world. It's pretty late. Maybe someday, if there's enough interest, I'll stay up really late so that you guys can watch it at a normal time. The live streams I've been doing so far have all been pretty spur of the moment, so I know it's kind of hard to plan, and that's my fault. So I'm gonna select these, SX0. Okay, that's good. Now those are all straight. Okay, so this is really like pinched. Oh, it's because this vertice should probably come out a little bit. But how much should it come out? I'm trying to keep a nice smooth transition. That's decent geometry, it's not bad. Let's save this. Oh God, I forgot I have to do it on the top too. Maybe we can copy it and mirror it. I think we can do that. Maybe let's actually we can mirror it. Yeah, the live stream will be saved, so it'll stay up. Which also means that little shout out I just did for you, it's gonna be there forever. So let's mirror this to the top too. There. Whew. I was getting worried. I was like, oh God, I don't want to do that again. All right, so here's my little P. Goes up and down. I like that. You guys like that? Is it lame? I think it's cool. I think it's real cool. Let's slide this to the edge. That's one way to align everything. But now maybe, you know what, I could probably use a bevel modifier to kind of, so I don't have to add all these edge loops. Let's just, that might end up screwing me up with like some of these areas. But let's see what it can do. All right, so we'll put the bevel before the subdivide. So now you can see it's beveling everything. Don't want that, so I'm going to change the limit method to angle here. So now let's bump the angle up to, so if it's low, it's getting everything. If it's high, I want it to just get like the 90-degree stuff. So let's go into wireframe, I think, and then change the bevel. Wait, limit method angle, yeah. So only bevel, stuff like that. Wait, if I turn this off, is it? Okay, it's working. I think I just need to make it smaller. There we go. So now the bevel's kind of adding edge loops for me. Yeah, Weiss, you were right about the edge split. That would do a similar thing. I don't want it to be totally sharp though. I want to still kind of keep this smooth shape. And I don't think bevel is actually going to be the answer here. I'm going to get rid of that. I think I will just do it with edge loops. So this was prototypey, but I've done quite a bit of work on this piece here, so I think that's going to end up being our final. So let's just move that to like there. It would be nice if that kind of had like a rounded edge, maybe. Like if we selected these edges. Maybe pull those back. Maybe we try to get this more towards the center. So let's here's how I'm going to find the center. I'm going to select those, selection to, or cursor to selected. So now I know that's the center of those. So let's move these just kind of up to there. So we now know that that piece is in the center. And then maybe these get moved. Maybe this whole edge loop just kind of gets moved back a little. Hope I'm not messing myself up too much doing this. Anytime I ever try to make like a nice rounded thing using this method other than, you know, something more accurate, it never works. It never looks good. Okay, what's this vertice? What are those vertices? Let's just try to, that is the, okay, yeah, oh, that's right. Let's go ahead and, let's just move this up a little bit for the sake of nice edge flow. Yeah, AFK Sig is right. I had been saving the live streams. There was one, so the H live stream that I did, kind of like halfway through, I wasn't liking the way it was going, and I ended up changing it like totally. So I didn't want anyone to like watch back and then be like, oh, like he didn't finish, like especially if they didn't like skip forward or something, which I don't know how many people go back and watch the live streams, but if they do, I don't want it to be like a letdown. So the H one is still live technically, but I think it's like hidden or something. All right, so let's see if I can maybe smooth this part out a little. Now I'm gonna break my sphere shape a little bit doing this, but I think that's gonna be okay with me, just to smooth that out. And then I think I want to add an edge loop. Yeah, right here. Let's just to make that nice and sharp. Okay, but when you have an edge loop like this, it stays round. So I think I would need to add one right here, but that's going to make it... You're also not really going to see that. Huh, what should I do there? Let's delete that edge loop. Let's save. I think I can get rid of both of these. Okay. So there's our P. I like that shape. Hope this, does this count as architecture to you guys? It's gonna be like a, I think like an observation platform. It'll start down there and people will be like, Derek, it's P day, not lowercase b, and I'll be like, boom. What you know about that? It is a P. So AFK Sig is saying he wish he started with 36 days of type. Yeah, I actually started 2 days late, so I keep seeing it every year, and I never make a point of like marking it on my calendar. So I've never. How long are we going? 36 minutes here. I'd never done it, and it's kind of a commitment. I see a lot of people's profiles where it's like you're kind of scrolling through their old posts and stuff, and you see like this like fraction of the alphabet, and it's just like, ooh, you can tell that they like stopped, and I'm determined to not let that be me. It's terrifying, honestly. I think I'm scared that I'm gonna give up, and I'm gonna have that dreaded unfinished thing. But I think if you like knowingly just come into it and you just want to do it for fun, towards the middle or halfway, just pick a. If you just pick like a few letters, I think that would look good. Just pick like, they don't even have to be sequential. You could just pick some of your favorite letters or do your name or something like that. Because it is fun. It's good because there's kind of a constraint. You like know what you're doing every day. It's like I'm doing the letters. So it's fun. I recommend it. Go ahead and join some. So Pedelis says, you missed the one with the smoking bus. I'm glad you like the smoke. It was a total pain in the butt. I actually didn't do the smoke part on the live stream. I did that after. I had to cut that live stream short, but we got most of the shape done. So I left the live stream up. But the smoke, man, that ended up being a total pain. Partly because of like my computer was running out of hard drive space and the cache was taking a lot of space, and I was trying to upload the thing to Render Street, which is the render service I use, and it was just awful. It was taking a lot of time. Okay, so let's try to. Okay, so I like the shape I have there. Let's save this. So now I want, like I said, this is going to be kind of like an observation thing. So I think what I'll do, there has to be a door. There has to be a door on it, so people can get out. Maybe the door kind of like, let's see. Okay, so when it's down on the ground, it would be like right there. I think it would be cool to put like a little platform that it kind of nests into, but I'm worried that when it's up, that platform would like create too much like action down there, and it would take away from the shape of the P. So I don't know if I want to do that. But back to what I was doing. I want to have, so like people have to be able to get out of the thing. Or maybe they don't, honestly. I don't have to have that, but it would be good. I'm thinking maybe a portion. So let's, I'm going to duplicate this and move it to a new layer just in case I mess it up. So new collection, we'll call it scraps. Okay. And then I will, I'll hide that collection. So maybe like the structure of the thing goes all the way around the outside here. I'm going to go ahead and apply this mirror modifier so I can start playing with this geometry a little more. Make sure I don't have any doubles. Okay, now what would be good, see when I added that cut earlier, it makes this, makes it flat, which is technically incorrect. And I think the way to fix that, I wonder if I do the, so there's a thing, it's like Shift Alt S, which is to sphere. I think that works. So maybe if I select, I'm not gonna be able to, let's just do it with this one. Shift Alt S. That should pop that out. The dang Daniel, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the party. Okay, so I think I just did it on that one. Shift Alt S. Oh wait. Okay, that works. Select this one. Shift Alt S. Okay, so now it's a little more spherical. So now, this is tricky. Maybe I just do it as a separate object, like this rim around. I'm trying to figure out how to split up my materials, though. Huh. So the dang Daniel was watching while he played some Xbox. That sounds like a good thing. I don't have a game system right now, but oh man, I really want to get like an Xbox or something. I'm worried that I'll get like addicted to it and I'll just stop doing anything productive. But I'm better than that. I know I can do it. So let's make these pieces kind of like the, you know, I probably could have left part of my mirror modifier on. Let's delete these faces. And let's leave the left to right mirror on. The Y mirror. Move that up. Turn on clipping. Dirk. You guys know my name's Derek, right? I know you're just saying that because I go by Dirk, but did anybody like come to my channel and think my name was Dirk? Or is everybody pretty sure that it was Derek? Because like my channel is named Derek Elliott, which is my name, but my like all my branding and stuff is Dirk. Also, it's way too late now, but what do you guys think about Dirk? My mom thinks it's silly. A lot of people think it's silly. I think it's genius. So let's add colors adjustable. Let's add another slot, make it glass. Let's move this up. Ah, shoot, I messed this up. All right, let's make it all glass. And then let's do this. Willpower is the key to productivity when you have an Xbox. Ain't that the truth? Okay, so here's that. I like that. But I need a solidify modifier, but not on those parts. I need to like cap that off. So do I try making that a separate object? Let's give that a shot. Separate by, okay, so I have my copy somewhere. Let's name that observation thing. Okay, so let's separate this by selection. Okay, and then we can add a, oh, see, that took away my nice little smoothing effect. I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that. Am I gonna be okay with that in a minute? We'll see. Okay, so if I extrude, I'm worried I'm gonna end up with some funky geometry, so I'm just gonna extrude the single one, EY, and then I'm gonna connect. Edge select, face, click, click, F. So Dank Daniel is saying I could change my name to Dirk. If this goes really, and I'm talking really well, maybe I'll change my name to Dirk. I think for the time being, though, probably would be a bad idea. I went with the name Dirk because there's a lot of kind of funny ways you can say Derek, but I had a science teacher in elementary school. I think his name was Mr. Bryant, Northwoods Elementary in Cary, North Carolina. If you're out there, Mr. Bryant, holler at me. I would love to tell you that you are the reason for the name of my channel. But he called me Dirk. He's not the only one. A lot of other people ended up calling me, but it's kind of one of the first people. And, of course, one of the big reasons was the domain name was available. So I was like, okay, this is 5 letters. It's phonetic. Wait, D-E-R-R-K. Yeah, 5 letters. Phonetic, as in like you can pronounce it. And it was available. I was like, boom, that's it, Dirk. Good to go. You need a character standing in the orb, looking outside, holding the glass. I think I know what you mean. I was thinking it would be fun to put a character in here, but I'm so not a character guy. I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know. I think we're too far into the series to add people. So I don't know if today's the day. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna like tighten this up a little bit. Let's just add that loop. Let's add another loop here, and then maybe I'll pull the whole thing in. It's just gonna break the sphere effect too much. So let's pull it in. What's that look like? Now it's kind of piercing unevenly, but we can maybe fix that by just pulling some of these out a little bit. Okay, that's not bad. Let's go ahead and add our... this is just a sphere all along. Probably would have been way faster just to build these pieces separately and just try to line it up. So let's add a solidify here. We can get rid of the mirror. Oh, nope, don't get rid of it. Apply it. And let's add a solidify. So we've got our little glass ball here. How thick do we want it? Do we want kids falling through this thing, or we want them to stay nice and safe? I think we'll do it for the kids here. We'll keep it thick. Yeah, so Daz 3D would be a really good way to add a character. I've actually never, I think I like tried to download Daz or whatever, however it works one time, and it didn't. I was going to, and I didn't. Cursor to selected. I'm going to add a little bit of a platform in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let's do 64. Huh. Should we do 64? 32? 64. So AFK Sig is suggesting maybe putting some candy in the sphere. I gotta say, I like that idea. I'm trying to think the best how I would best incorporate that. So let's say maybe the floor lines up with kind of that piece right there. Something like that, maybe. So we'll scale that down. I kind of like the idea of it being inset a little bit. So Weiste uses Daz in all his posts, his or hers. Weist, if you want to drop your Instagram in the chat, I'll pull it up real quick and we can talk for just a second about DAZ. I'm curious to see kind of how you use it. I know what it does. I know it's like humanoids and stuff, but it might be helpful for other people to see that. I'd love to give you a little shout out. We could talk about DAZ. Colors adjustable. Okay. So here's my little sphere. Ooh, now I'm looking at this. The floor hopefully doesn't screw up our P shape too much. Let's I think this is what's going to be the controlling object. So let's set origin to I guess we can leave the origin right there. Set origin, yeah, we'll leave the origin. So let's snap this to this, control P to the object, keep transform, and I'm gonna snap the floor, if I can freaking select it, to the sphere, control P object, keep transform. Now I should be able to just move this. So let's move the P to the top. That's cool enough. Oh yeah, Ray's graphics. I've definitely seen your page before. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was just looking at your stuff the other day. So Weist Arrays in the chat, which I'm probably saying that wrong, is using DAZ 3D. So I guess does DAZ include like skeleton models too? So DAZ is like, you can download humanoids and pose them, and I think they work pretty well in Blender because I've seen people, a lot of people use DAZ with Blender. So this is pretty cool stuff. Check out Ray's graphics and DAZ 3D, D-A-Z 3D is the name of the software. So Adobe Fuse / Mixamo. I had never even heard of Mixamo until Ducky 3D, another tutorial guy, used it in one of his videos, and I was like, "Holy crap! What is this? What is this here?" I think it comes with if you have an Adobe Creative Cloud membership. I think you can use it. So I'm gonna try to add like a little bit of a rib. Oh god, I hope that doesn't mess up my P too much. I'm going to try to add a little bit of a rib here that the platform's on. Hold on, maybe I need to think some more about this. So I'm worried that with this all being clear, if I put too much in there that's not kind of with the same form, it's going to lose the P look. We could start thinking about the way the panes go. Maybe we'll just do it. Maybe we'll just do this like pretty small. Yeah, I do have an Adobe Creative Cloud AFK, so I should I can't remember. I think I might have tried it once. I saw it, I just like I tried. I downloaded one to see how it worked. You know what I should have done here? Let's delete this. Tab. I can just pick this edge. And then deselect what I don't want. Actually, I'm gonna keep that whole edge. Shift D. Separate by selection, and then I'm going to add we'll keep both of those. Let's do extrude inwards a little bit. Ooh, we got some bad geometry there. What happened there? Probably doubles or something. Let's take the glass material away. Oh boy, subdivide, solidify. Let's see, do we have doubles? Or maybe we just need to recalculate the normals. That's what it is, the normals. Now for the solidify, I want the offset to be 0, so it's in the middle. Dang Daniel's saying I need to add some railings. Yeah, baby. We are going to have some railings in here. You better believe it. I've been adding so many railings in all my posts. I'm like a railing addict. So now this little support bar does a really nice job of, you know, kind of showing us that P shape. So what are we at? We're streaming for about 55 minutes here. Not too bad. Yeah, so AFK is saying that Mixamo by Adobe, you need to create a cloud subscription, but it does really good with, it has a lot of stock poses and animation. Let's see if we can check it out. Oops, how do I? So Mixamo. I guess that's the site. You can just download all these characters. And they, yeah, they already have like all these animations. So I guess these are the animations. This is kind of like a default character, but they have other. I think you can apply kind of any of these. This is the one Ducky used in his tutorial. So it would be cool to put a person in the thing, since it's like a, but I haven't put, hey, this one's named Derek. I guess I'm a bloody zombie cop. That's not how I spell my name though, so it's not me. If there's a D-E-R-E-K in here, then maybe that's me. This is exactly what I look like in real life. I'm just kidding. Yeah, they got a lot of cool characters and stuff. Yeah, I think had I included some characters in my other posts, I would be more willing to give that a go. But I think we're going characterless here. All right, so right now I'm trying to kind of decide what this looks like. I thought I turned my volume down. Getting messages from some friends on Instagram. So apply any of the animations to your own character. Now that's something I think would be cool. I'm getting super distracted here, but one thing I did that was, I've only messed with characters like one time ever, and it was this. So I like downloaded, I had this character, and I of course put a chair on it because I'm addicted to furniture. That would be the Aeron chair by Herman Miller. Oh yeah, that was that was pretty fun. I like that a lot. So maybe I should give Mixamo another shot and try something like that. Okay, so here's my, I need to figure out like what the door situation is. One thing I have been thinking about, which maybe I can go ahead and add now, is cursor to selected. One thing I've been thinking about is having some little pins here that kind of like pierce through here. As kind of like, you know, we'll imagine as the connection. So let's add a circle with like 16 vertices. Actually, I think we'll do that. So then we're gonna tab into edit mode. Let's rotate it around. Something like that. Scale it in. And then extrude. I'm gonna like kind of imagine that this is like a connection piece that kind of holds the glass. Oh yeah, Weiss has got a good idea. Like so that maybe this ring here, if I can select it, maybe it like spins around. Ooh, that would be kind of cool. I'm trying to think of how to make it work. I really do want this to like have kind of a feeling of like a tour, or like a little ball thing. All right, well this is all sorts of messed up. Here's my little bolt. Can you guys hear that dog barking? There's a dog next door that just gets to going. Okay, so I'm seeing the comments come in. As you know, I'm on a little bit of a delay. You guys really like the Jurassic Park ball idea. Am I allowed to say Jurassic Park on a live stream, or does that mean my video will get claimed? I don't know enough about live streaming yet. Let's do that. And then I'm going to make... should we make it smaller? Nah, I think it's good. Let's do this. So you guys like the Jurassic Park idea? I kind of like it. It does look cool. It's a really good idea, definitely. I'm not sure. I want to figure out the door thing before I do too much like that, though. Oh, my camera's in the way here. Get out of here, camera. Which one is this? Oh, that's that camera. That's okay. We'll move it for now. So, let me check back on these comments here. Weist Rays. We'll refer to you as Rays Graphics from here on out. Does not like cloth simulations in Blender. I can't say I do either. I haven't done a lot of work with them. They've been fine for when I've used them, but it's not something I use often, perhaps because they aren't good. I don't know. Like Flip Fluids came through and really did some good stuff for Fluid. And there's, I think, AFX Lab on Instagram and Twitter and stuff is doing some really cool stuff with like tearing cloth, but I think it still works with the regular cloth simulation. So not loving the reflection I have going on here. Let's see if we can play with our glass a little bit. Which I guess this is all stuff I can get rid of. So turn the roughness down. The reflection should get sharp. Turn the transmission roughness down. You should be able to see what's inside better. Turn the specularity down. Nothing happens. I would think that would make the reflections not so strong. So yeah, I have this nice HDRI setup, which is good for giving me a little bit of kind of like a nice light. But I want to keep the whole frame like one color. So having the oh, I have an idea for the door, guys. So yeah, I don't want to see too much of the reflection, but that's all right. Okay, so there's a new suggestion from Rays Graphics. You could combine the ring thing with the door. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's like how to combine that. But so the idea I just had was that maybe this orb is like almost like a bubble. Watch this. All right, cursor to selected. Let's get rid of, or maybe let's rotate this. Actually, let's leave here. Oh, wait, what? Oh, this. I want this. All right, let's leave part of this. Let's delete those X vertices. So let's leave this as kind of like a support between the two. And then let's have, okay, so here is my idea. Let's cursor to selected. Let's add a big fat, I guess let's add a, let's do it with a sphere, I suppose. what I want to do is have a Boolean operation just like slice into this as if it's some like amorphous bubble. Which, now that I say amorphous, maybe this whole thing can have like a... Did you guys see Star Wars where there's like, I think it's like episode 1, the big... Well, I guess like any movie with a force field. It's like kind of like bleh. Maybe that could be... Maybe that could be what this is. Let's take a little peek at that. So we would need to put on a displacement modifier. Oh, that's cool, like that super thick glass look. Let's do a new texture. Let's name it Bloopy. Official name there. Let's do clouds. Let's change the size up, down, all around. So what? Oh, you know what? I think I need to put I would need to put the displace before the solidify. There we go. And then probably would need quite a bit more subdivision. And then let's go back to this texture. So this depth makes it like how like scratchy it is, I'll say. So I want to turn the depth down so it's not too scratchy. That does make it look like a bubble. Some film interference glass, maybe. Rainbow reflections. Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. Huh. Let's try, let's turn the strength down quite a bit. Just barely. Change the size. Whoa, why does that look? Okay. I want this to be kind of like... I could also do this with like a bump map. Let's make this just a little bit... Oh wait, I'm going the wrong way. Something like that maybe. And then let's change the strength down very slight. This will be nice to break up that reflection a little bit too. And then maybe we make it thinner if we want to say it's like a bubble. Sorry for the kids. This is dangerous. So now, is everything still parented properly? Okay, so we need to add those things to the parent. Control P object. Keep transform. Now, okay, so now to have this move, maybe that, I don't know. Let's, should we add another subdivision afterwards? I don't know that we need to. Weiss doesn't like it. I don't know if I like it either. It might have been nicer as a, let's actually, okay, I got super duper sidetracked. Let's turn this off for now. And let me go back to what I was going to do. Cursor to selected. Let's add a UV sphere. Let's make it pretty high poly. I think what's the default settings? Like 32 to 16. And then let's just add a subdivision surface. Yeah, real high poly. And then let's apply that. Okay, so now we got this ball here. Let's move it over here. And then I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. So now I want to add, let's just, I still got the texture, so if I want to go back to the displace, I can do that later. Add modifier to this. Let's do a Boolean. Object will be the sphere here, which we will now name cutter. And then we're going to change this to max display bounds so we can see what we're doing. So like, what if that was the door? So let's, we need to, like, maybe kind of like so that would be open. Let's parent this to that so it stays together. Object. And then we need to take this sphere here. I'm really doing a bad job of organizing, but that's been the name of the game. We don't want that to render either. So let's take a look at this. I think I need to reorganize my modifiers. Yeah, so we're getting some jaggedness on that edge. So let's take this and then move up the Boolean to right there. And I think I need to go ahead and turn on auto smooth. Let's actually, in this, so auto smooth saves us some vertices, but let's actually use an edge split here just to make sure we don't run into any issues. I guess it's going to be the same thing though. Let's just use auto smooth. So that kind of could like bubble open maybe. And then the people get out. What are we at? Hour and 11 minutes? Not too bad. It's kind of like a terrarium. That could almost stay open. Like, I kind of like the look. Oh wait, no, it's a P. We're not just designing a bubble thing here. We're designing a P. It does still kind of look like a P. But I think it would be really like, for the people who don't know how 3D works, it would trip them out. They would like that. Ooh, yeah. You're right. I called it a, what did I call it, like a little terrarium. Yeah. Yeah. So, and I have been doing plants. So it's like a little greenhouse. Yeah. That would be fun. Because I have been doing plants. Let's just pull all my plant models and stick them in there. Little trees. And then it would be nice to still have like a little bridge that kind of comes down. So people can go. Or maybe the thing isn't even like an observation thing. Maybe it like goes up here so that, like, maybe the story behind it is that it goes up so the plants can get more sun or something. I don't like this, the way this platform is looking at all. Let's what's the thing? Do you alt click? Okay. What is that? I need to name that object. Where do I have? I think I can. Here we go. Circle. Let's name this to inner floor. Okay. All right. Wait, is that properly cutting? Is that making a hole? Or is it? I can't really tell. Let's move this over here so we can get a nice reflection. Is that cutting a hole? I don't know if it is. I don't think it is. So wait, if I wanted to cut a hole, am I using the right Boolean operation? Difference, union, not that. Intersect, difference. I think difference is right. Like, alright, I'm probably gonna screw myself here. I'm gonna save it. Let's try applying the Boolean, applying the solidify. Okay, no, it is making faces there. So let's undo. Can't really tell though, it almost looks like it's open. I don't want the faces, I want to cut the faces. if I move this a little to the side, is it going to work? So where's our thing? Sometimes a Boolean has a weird behavior when you when vertices are aligned in the two objects. I could just leave it open too. I don't hate that look. Let's get this out of the way. That's my little cube, which I freaking forgot to turn on. I forgot to turn on the cube in the O post. Oh, stretch. Taking a little break here, just for a second. All right, so Race likes the Boolean how it is, and we like Race. What's this? Okay. All right, so we'll put some plants in there. I need to do a little work on the tower. I would like to have a. This circle is kind of in my base startup file. I guess we'll leave it though. Honestly, probably looks fine. Maybe move it over like that. Let's move our camera back into position. By moving this here. 0. Here, 0. Okay. So let's see here. What do we want to do now? Let's move this back up. I guess we can go ahead and throw some plants in there. So there's the P. Let's add, I wonder if we can find a free succulents model, because succulents I think would look the best there. Let's first try blend swap search. Nope. Let's try turbo squid. Turbo squid. We could also model some succulents. I don't think it'd be that hard, but we're going for free today. That's a cute little guy. So is that. I think that's about all we need. There's 3 here. They all look different. They all look good. Royalty-free license. Royalty. I think Turbo Squid, when you post it for free, they must make you. It must make you do free, royalty-free. These look like really good. Are these 3D? Sometimes people like post photos. Yeah, let's try downloading this one. Okay, so sorry, I'm doing this on my other monitor. So let's download that one. They've got an OBJ and an FBX. Let's take the FBX. And then I'm going to download it into my assets folder, models, nature, succulent.fbx. Okay, so we got that one. Let's download the aloe. You found a plant pack online? Where'd you find it? Because I'm sure there are a lot. One thing I do try to do is get only CC0 stuff, so they don't ever, like in my, I don't ever want to accidentally download something that needs accreditation and then forget that it was accreditation and like use it in another file later. I'll stop talking for a second. Let's okay, so this, I want to get rid of this. Vertices. Delete that object. Dash circle. Delete that. Can you guys hear me? I know I won't find out for a second, but can you guys see me and hear me again? Oh wait, maybe. Do I need to press play over there? No, I don't think so. Let me know if you can see me and hear me still. Okay, we back. Thanks. Yeah, I accidentally left my Dropbox set to sync, so when I started downloading those files, it was like pulling on my internet. I don't have that great internet, so that was what that was. So I think I'm going to change this to be like kind of a bowl. Padelis Cure. Also, it says I only have 2 viewers now. I guess everybody left. Medium point, 3D cursor. Everybody was like, screw this guy. He doesn't have internet. I only watch streamers with good internet. I would too, honestly. So we're changing this to be a little bowl. Colors adjustable. Maybe this whole thing should be like, that's gonna take away from the look of the P too much. All right, let's try importing some of those files. So I'm getting better at this importing thing. I'm gonna do a new collection. We're gonna call it plants. With that selected, we're going to file, import FBX 111 assets, models, nature. I don't think I can import 2 at a time. Let's try the aloe. 528 megabytes. Jeez. I ain't got time for that. I'm gonna have to go in there and decimate that or something. Oh my god. I bet it came in with some like high-res textures too. Let's set the origin to the geometry. Maybe I should have downloaded the OBJ. That probably would have been a lighter file. This is probably about to be like the most realistic succulent I've ever seen. Dude, this is, I don't think this has any images with it, does it? Map 1, map 2, map 0. Oh gosh, yeah, it does. So that's a color map, it looks like. That's a normal map. And this is an unknown map. I don't want those. I'm gonna have to figure out how to... I don't want the images. Don't want them in there. colors underscore plants shader editor. Alright, so these, wait, what did I just change colors on? Did I have the wrong thing? I did. I had this selected. I want this to have the regular material. I want this to have... Why did those files come in packed? I don't have automatically. Okay, let's just change this. There's my little succulent. So that's going to get the cool colors, I think. Control A, scale. Let's put them up here in the bowl. Now hopefully this doesn't screw up my P too much. I think this will look good because people will recognize that kind of bowl shape as what succulents come in. Also, I wonder how much geometry's in this. Oh, I went into edit mode. Holy crap. Alright, we're going to have to... This thing is... It's an awesome model. But for what I need, that's too much. I'm going to decimate it. Now let's go into wireframe here. Collapse. I'm going to do like 0.2. I think that's probably going to be fine. Still have plenty of detail. Yeah, that is totally fine. I can probably even go less. 0.1. Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with that. That looks pretty good still. That might have been an error from the collapse, but that's okay with me. I'm gonna apply that. Bada bing, bada boom. Yeah, that was a crazy high poly model. I wonder if this is just like a cut in the actual succulent, which would be a cool detail. That's probably what it is. Let's try bringing in the other one. I'm gonna save. File, import. Weiss has got to go. Thanks for being here, and thanks for your suggestions. And yeah, keep an eye out tomorrow. Hopefully this turns out all right. I think it will. I'm feeling good about it. But yeah, thanks for coming. It's probably your bedtime, right? You're over in Europe, aren't you? Okay, so this looks like it is also a 3D scan. So it's probably very high poly. Yeah, it is. Let's see if we can kind of just cut away. I'm going to do a decimate first. Add modifier. Let's actually change the material. Colors plants. And then let's add a decimate. 0.1. Apply. I'm going to see if I can just salvage the plant here. Let's delete all of this. Delete. And then let's just kind of slowly go around here. Actually, let's just kind of, we'll try to keep that out of view. Just trying to kind of delete some of this stuff. You know, honestly, I probably should just, like, because now I got all this crap. Let's just give ourselves a nice, no, let's not do that. I'm tempted to just slice off the whole bottom of the thing, but it'd be nice if I could kind of preserve some of the shape. Okay, that's cool enough. Let's set the origin to geometry. Scale it up a little bit too. Move it down. Alright, now I don't want it poking through. Okay, looking good. I wish I could, maybe I should duplicate this. What do we do here? Good morning, Patrick. It is morning in Japan, isn't it? I'm curious. Patrick is another YouTuber, actually. I think he's in Osaka, Japan. And yeah, check out his channel and his Instagram. He's learning Blender. He's already mastered everything else, so he figured he'd move on to Blender next. So good morning. Welcome. I'm realizing that you guys watch from like everywhere, so it would be probably pretty impossible to get everybody in on a thing. All right, I'm going to move this to my scraps collection as well. And then that means I'll also move my cutter object to the scraps collection. Can I move right here? Move to scraps. Okay. So let's hide that. Actually, let's just leave that hidden for now. I think I can go back and I'm thinking I want to just model that sphere, because now that I realize that I've got all this stuff separate, I can just do that. So let's, uh-oh, what's going on? So I'm gonna, let's do another one of these things. Alt-D. Somebody probably knows the actual name of that succulent. I don't. I have some succulents. They're cute. People love some succulents. But I don't know the names of them. Let's do like another one of these. Laden. Good evening. What time is it where you are? I'm like kind of slowly collecting data on what time it is for everybody. Ah, shoot, can't apply scale multi-user object. I've been thinking like I need to just start doing like special live streams for different people in different areas. So this is if you guys are just joining, we're kind of making this is my P. It's like this, it was going to be like an observation deck, but it's kind of turned into like a little succulent garden. Let's make this a single user, which I don't know the hotkey for. I used to, changed in 2.8. Make single user selected objects. Oh wait, I didn't do it right. Make single user selected objects, object data. So I'm gonna go in here and just try to kind of fake some difference here just by making that taller. Scale it down a little. Move that over. Just doing a little organization here in my little pot. Let's, I want to make all these separate users. I'm not going to be going into edit mode really much on them. God, what is it? F3, make single user, selected objects. Ooh. And we crashed. That's good, that's good. Blender does a pretty good job. Hopefully. All right, we're streaming an hour 36. Feeling good, feeling good. P. Nice. Okay, let's save. So F3. No. F3. Make single user. Selected objects. Object data. Okay, good. Apply the scale. Scale. This is okay. F3, make single user, selected object, object data, enter. Now can I do it? Thank you. Scale. Scale. I just don't like having the scales off. I think that might mess with my texture. Now, is there a way we can avoid this little collision here? Not really. That's okay. I don't think anyone's gonna notice. Alright, so this is our little succulent terrarium. I wonder if we should try to make like a little ground. Did we get all the plants in a collection? Look at me being organized. It worked. So Patrick, like I said, he's learning Blender, and he says he's learning a lot from me. That warms my heart. Thanks, Patrick. I'm glad you are. I always tell people, let me know if there's other things you want to learn that maybe I can teach you. But I have not been so good about keeping up with the tutorials, so I should probably stop saying that. I'm going to try adding a little bit of a ground here. How do I do it, though? Do I do it with displacement? Yeah, let's just do a little displacement. So cursor to selected. Oh, let's actually select all these objects, the plants, and that, and bind it to this. Shift click that. Control P object. Is that gonna work? Nice. All right, we're all together there. So Aladdin said it's 12 a.m. right now. So if it's 12 a.m. where you are, you're somewhere in Eurasia. Because the latest it is anywhere in the U.S., at least continental U.S., is 7 p.m. So you got to be a little further past that. All right, so I was going to go in here and add a circle. I'm going to move it down. I'm just going to create like kind of a little ground here. Scale this in real tiny. Add some edge loops. And then I'm going to add a subdivision surface modifier. And then I'm going to add a displacement modifier. If I can find it, if I can find it. Oh my god, come on. There. It took me a minute earlier too. And I actually have a texture. We'll just use that one. We bailed on the original use of that texture. This is just going to be a little bit of a kind of a ground. We can shade it smooth. And let's add the scratchy material for that. Okay, let's save. And now I want to add back, so I hid my little... Yeah, Patrick, man, I'm bad. I need to get back on the tutorials. I think the next tutorial I want to do is a... I shouldn't even say this because I have a lot. But I think the next one I want to do is a business card mock-up. How to make that. Let's do this like right here. And let's do it right there. More animation tutorials. Yeah, I didn't realize, but a lot of, I always kind of thought 3D modeling and animation all kind of went hand in hand, but a lot of people do not do animation. They just do like, where the final result's kind of like a still image. So being that I do 3D animation, I should probably take care of that for folks. So I'm going to cut a little section out here. I'm trying to decide what to cut. Let's do, let's cut this off. Did that? No, it didn't. So yeah, I guess not everybody does animation, so yeah, maybe that'll be my, oh, well, you know that, oh, that's looking not like a P now. We're gonna have to undo that. Let's maybe just cut out a smaller section. Hopefully it'll still look like a P. Oh yeah, the boxes. That's what I meant to say. Ducky's in the house. I gave Ducky a little shout out earlier. We were talking about Mixamo, which Ducky's been using in some of his tutorials. I think he's gone. Weist Rays was suggesting we add a character in here, which would be a good idea. So yeah, if you guys are just joining us, this little P was going to be kind of like an observation deck, but now it's a terrarium. So if it was an observation deck, it would have made a lot of sense to put like a character in there. But it's a terrarium now, so there's no room for people in this terrarium. Unless you're a succulent plant person. But yeah, yeah, Patrick, the boxes. So in one of the live streams we were talking about it. My idea with the boxes is maybe that I would actually turn that into a paid course where I'd put a lot of time into it. It wouldn't be too expensive. It would be reasonable. But like I think I've said before, I think there's kind of a bigger picture there, using Blender as a tool for professional product animation. And I think by making it a paid course, people might take it a little more seriously. And that would allow me to spend some more time on it. If it was just going to be a tutorial, it might be a series or something like that. But what I've heard from people is that, at least in the case of that one, they would be willing to pay. Or I'm going to try just adding one subdivision, maybe 0 subdivisions. I want to get that kind of rounded look. Wait, yeah, let's just move this down. So if you guys have looked at these types of terrariums, the edge is kind of like which the stupid glass material, I have it so it's transparent so I can't actually ever see what I'm doing. Patrick, you don't want to pay? Honestly, Patrick, I think since you have been asking for it, you and maybe some of the other people who have been asking for it, I may be willing to give you your own special copy for free. Okay, why am I getting intense black edge here? I think it might have something to do with my sampling settings. Oh, we're gonna have to pause for now. Keep streaming. Okay, I think I'm back. Can you guys see me? So I'm not sure if you guys can see me, but we are gonna call the stream right there. Thanks for watching. I've got to get working on some other stuff. Our favorite co-star, Caitlin, has come home. We've got some things to do. But I think this is pretty close to what the final result's going to be, so this should be about what you see tomorrow. Really appreciate you joining. Thanks for stopping in. And I'll see you again soon. Thanks.